We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a high-level games special report.
Today's special report: 6 monsters that are too cute to kill. Reading monster manuals and supplemental materials has always been a favorite extension of this hobby for me, as it helps flesh out my campaign setting and give me a greater sense of things outside of the party and their internal affairs. While meandering through the manuals, I always end up stumbling upon a creature or two that becomes a favorite, such as the pseudo-dragon. I also find others which pique my curiosity and urge me to read more about them and their world. Here's a collection of some of my favorite cute monsters. Our opinions may differ, and I hope my explanation bring levity and illumination beyond the start block. Kobolds, noble in their own minds. I've always had a hard time imagining kobolds as anything more than low-level player fodder, until I finally took the time to read their myriad of monster manual entries throughout 3.5 and 5 edition. The iconic imagery of a kobold, sniveling, cowering before a party of players and begging for its life, is a standard tactic of a DM, and while tropes exist and persist, I wanted to read more on them for my own curiosity. Religious, clever, and organized into formal societies, their physical weakness is usually the first trait most adventurers notice. I encourage DMs to look at their fondness for traps, their allies with their ancestors' dragons, and help flesh out their small but mighty mental image each kobold clings to before encountering a group of armored pulverizing machines, your PCs. While not physically cute, unless the artist has a soft spot for them, I find their ideals endearing and their traits charming. Fire newts, religious militants with slappy feet. Imagine for a moment the adorable type of newt or salamander you might find hiding under a rock in the forest. Make him 4 feet tall, bright orange, and religious. Now keep in mind, these floppy hands and feet are proportionate to its now bipedal form, and try to envision those wibbly hands grasping a sword, defending their honor, or those floppy feet slapping down stone hallways, marching towards freedom. Are you giggling yet? Can you hear the fop, 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 fop their little footsies make in a dungeon? Can you understand how much I giggle every time I hear them mentioned? Not yet? I'll keep trying. They ride giant striders, which are basically chickens with no wings, or domesticated velociraptors. Now imagine our newt friend riding one in glorious battle, holding a banner for the elemental prince Imix in his webbed hands. Grungs, poison dart frog warriors. Yet another incongruous mental image of a little tree frog, brightly colored and poised to kill your party. Volo's entry on this particular creature: sentient, poisonous frogs that live in trees. Truly, the gods hate us. Also, they're slavers. Can you imagine a little 3-foot-nothing bright green frog cracking a whip and carrying you off in chains? Once again, the writers went above and beyond to try and divert away from the fact that these little ribbit rabble-rousers with beefy forearms are hard to take seriously. Kored, magic hair fae. Stone-shaping, cloven-hoofed, gem-sniffing, magical hair-possessing fae. A rehash of the 2nd edition creature, Volo strikes again by satisfying 2 distinct desires: more fae-based creatures and magic hair. Okay, maybe not everyone wants to ally themselves with a creature that possesses magic hair, but I'm sure someone has an idea for a Samson-esque quest, and boy do I have the monster for you. Or if you'd prefer, you could find a female Kored with snazzy glasses whose hair can whip you in combat. Kored's hair can take on the physical properties of whatever kind of material was used to cut it. So if you use steel or gold scissors to cut their hair, then the now dislodged strands become steel or gold. They can also conjure elementals and don't really fancy people mining away at their homes. But if you can make friend with a Kored, you can find new tunnels for adventure. Veggie Pygmies, fun guy fungi. I don't know if it's the wobbly arms, the tribal nature, the lush jungle backdrop, or the nickname Moldy, but something tickles me about Veggie Pygmies. They're plant people, with a basic intelligence, a chieftain, and weird puppies called Thornies. I wholeheartedly recognize that I might be alone in finding them cute, let alone endearing, especially if the russet mold tactic gives you flashbacks of Mia and a particular family of mold-infested hillbillies, but I'd love to see a party encounter some moldies and befriend them. Though, knowing the standard rule of kill first, ask questions later, that can suppress any curiosity players may hold towards these fun guys. I'm sorry, I used that joke twice. I'll see myself out now. Zvarts, tiny blue thugs. Zvarts are the degenerate offspring of the demigod Raksivort, who was betrayed by Grazd, the Dark Prince. What? Let me start again. Zvarts are tiny blue thugs that steal crops, domesticate bats and rats, and generally live in hills and caves, fearful of humans, elves, and dwarfs. The Zvart leader, known as a speaker, can be found wearing stilts and long robes, to hide said stilts, in an effort to elevate themselves within their society. Cowardly thugs, begotten by a cowardly demigod, all Zvarts look like their creator, replete with receding hairline and orange eyes. I feel bad for Zvarts more than I find them cute, as their Volo entry goes out of its way to mention they cannot reproduce. I assume all Zvarts are male, as Raksivort was, and their demigod patron is known to appear before them and take all their golden treasure and leaving nothing for the tribe. They definitely got the short end of the cosmic stick. No matter the size, shape, floppy quality of their hands, or alignment, I hope the selection of creatures before you have piqued your own curiosity to read further into the fluff and form the vast landscape that is your own campaign setting.
High Level Games theme music is provided by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com.